Dandy's World has a lot of unique twisteds, 28 to be exact, and that number is about to be 32 when this Halloween event comes. And whilst you'll probably see each of them eventually, and if you play the game as much as I do, a lot, t- I decided how many could I encounter in only one single run? Would I only be able to encounter like half? Maybe I'd encounter almost all of them, or maybe something in between. Well, in this video, that's what we're gonna find out. Like and subscribe pretty please, and let's get into this. Now, I decided to go with Roger for this challenge, mostly just because it was the most thematically fitting tune I could think of. And I was originally going to use Vmote and Magnifying Glass for trinkets, but I decided to swap out Vmote for Pink Bow once I was in the elevator, just because Pink Bow is just really good on slow turns, and Vmote doesn't do that much when you're completely on your own. So, yeah, let's just get into this. Floor 1 had Brightney, and it also had Poppy, which are two pretty common twisteds, since Brightney isn't uncommon, but nothing super remarkable. Floor 2 had Roger, which is really easy, but still not that rare, and Tisha. Floor 3 had Shrimpo and Yata, and then floor 4 had Cosmo, and then it also had Boxton. So, 4 floors, and we already have 8 unique twisteds. Sadly, floor 5 had no unique twisteds, and floor 6 only had Finn. Floor 6 did also have a medkit, which was pretty useful. Oh, and then floor 8 had a band-aid. It was also in a blackout, though. Floor 7 was also really easy. It only had Connie and Razzle and Dazzle. And then floor 8 had no new twisteds. Floor 9 had Brusher, and it was also a blackout. And I got hit twice. Great. And yeah, Brusher was extremely annoying for the rest of this run. But then, after floor 9, I accidentally used a medkit on 2 hearts. Oops. Then floor 11 was a blackout. Floor 13 was also a blackout. And then floor 14 had Louis, which was our final common. Yeah, it took ages to encounter him. And then it also had Dandy, which was kind of hard, but it wasn't that bad. Floor 15 had a band-aid. It also had V, which was our first main. And then this also happened. I don't know how, so don't ask me. But yeah. Then after that, there was a band-aid in the shop. Blackout Glisten on floor 16, and then Sprout on floor 17, and then I died to Sprout. So, yeah, 17 twisteds. So, these were the 11 I missed, and these were the 17 I did get. But I knew I could do better than that, so I decided to do another run. Okay, run 2 time. Now, this run went slightly better than the first, and I do mean slightly. But yeah, this run, it was better than the first, but not by much. So let's just get into this one. It was a interesting, to say the least. Floor 1 had Louis and Roger. Nothing amazing to start with, but nothing awful. Roger is at least an uncommon. Floor 2 had Goob, which was pretty lucky key for super early on. And it also had Tisha. Floor 3, I got hit by Toodles already. Luckily, I had bought a band-aid from the shop at the start of the run. And floor 3 also had Shrimpo. After floor 3, there was a medkit in the shop. And then on floor 4, there was no new Twisteds. Then on floor 5, it was a blackout, and there was Cosmo. And then on floor 6, we got Yada. Then floor 7 had Brusher, and floor 8 had Flutter. Now, we actually have gotten 2 rares by this point, which is better than the first run. And after floor 9, which had no one new, annoyingly, we got yet another rare on floor 10, being Gigi. Floor 11 then had Razzle and Dazzle, and then Poppy on floor 12. And alongside Poppy on floor 12, yeah, Pebble. So that was, let's just say, not good, but I was able to finish that floor. Then floor 13 didn't have anything new, but after floor 13, yeah, that was pretty lucky, and I did decide to sacrifice getting Twisted Dandy for these 2 medkits. Then on floor 16, we had Shelly's room, and despite having 3 Twisteds, all 3 of them were really easy. We got Razzle Dazzle, Connie, and Roger. So that was easy. That was also the first time seeing Connie. Then I got Finn on floor 17, and I also died on that floor because it was a blackout with Pebble in it, which, not the greatest combination of events. Anyway, that was our second run. I also forgot to mention floor 14 had Astro show. And I would say it was decent. I mean, it technically was better than the first run. I only missed 10 Twisteds this time. But I'd still say it wasn't great. Anyway, hope you enjoyed watching. See you next time, kid. Bye.